Hello guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. I remain Elizabeth Moya Solo.
Hello guys, you're welcome to another exciting episode on Life Lessons with Mo.
Alright, it's good to have you once again. Today I'm talking about goal setting. Goal setting, yeah. So I'll be sharing how you could set goals to help you in the year 2023. Yeah. So I discovered that so many people at the end of the year they set goals that they want to accomplish in the year, but sometimes very difficult to accomplish them. Yeah, I know most of us know SMART. Just in case you don't know, you just Google it. SMART, SMART. Yeah, we all want to set smart goals. Goals are specific. Goals are measurable. Goals that that they are adjustable, right? I think so. I'm not very sure. Smart. R, goals that are realistic. And T, goals that are time bound. And we all know that we all have that tip of our fingers, and we're all saying that yeah, set smart goals and all. Now, I want us to understand that you don't have to wait till the end of the year or the beginning of the year before you set goals. You can set goals anytime, right? Anytime you come to the understanding that I'm tired of being slack in this area of my life. I'm tired of being like a desk. I'm tired of just doing the same thing over and over again. I want to start proper. I want to set goals. Anytime you feel like that, you could set a goal, right? Just have that at the back of your mind. How do you set a goal? Yeah, SMART is going to help you a lot, and I'm going to give you a breakdown of how to set your goal. I'm going to teach you the fivefold ways of setting goals. Number one is spiritual goals. For every human being, you're a spiritual being, whatever your religion. But here, right now, I'm talking to Christians. As a child of God, you should have goals that should boost your spiritual life. For instance, goal number one under spiritual, um, read the Bible through the year, right? So there should be a Bible reading plan that can help you to read the Bible through the year. It's time bound. It's through the year, January to December. You could do read the Bible in 6 months, read the Bible in 1 month, read the Bible in 3 months. It's a goal. Number two, don't just write pray every day. Pray every day is not a goal. Pray 1 hour daily from 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. That's a goal. If you just say pray 1 hour daily, what 1 hour of the day or which 1 hour of the day? I can wake up, I can say, it's just 12 a.m., it's just one, it's just two, and then you keep procrastinating until tomorrow and you've not done anything. So the easiest way to do that is to have time. Pray 1 hour daily from 12 a.m. to 12 a.m. Pray in the spirit for 10 minutes every day from 6 a.m. to 6:10. These are goals that are time bound. They're realistic and they're things you could actually do. You get it? Like you're setting things that at every point in time you have a guide for the day. You're not just saying any part of the day I'm going to read, right? No, you're saying at this time of day I'm going to read. Now let's look at this. Another part of your spiritual goals, you can read one book per month or read two books per month. That is, I'm going to read one book in every 2 weeks. Okay, one book in every 2 weeks. Now, if you're going to still break this goal later on, this particular one, to weekly goals. Now, if you are going to read it 200 pages book, you will now break it. Okay, in these 2 weeks, I want to read 200 pages book. How many will I read per day? Maybe I'm reading 10 pages per day. We have 14 days. So if I'm reading 10 pages, I'll be done in 20 days. That will not be cool. So maybe 25 pages per day, right? Okay, no. Yeah. 20 times 20, we have 5. Okay, in 10 days you'll be done. Yeah, 20 pages will be fine. 20 pages will be done in 10 days, right? Yeah, you read 500, 5 days for 100 pages, and that 5 days for 100 pages. So in 10 days, you'll be done with 200 pages. I think that's fair. So you'll be done before even schedule. That's how to set a goal. Maybe your spiritual goal, you write also, maybe I want to pray. Okay, that one now you wrote, you want to pray daily 1 hour. You should break that into a prayer timetable. Okay, every day I'm praying for 1 hour. On Mondays I'm praying for family. On Tuesday I'm praying for friends. On Wednesday I'm praying for church. You write the name of your friends in brackets. Okay, you are praying for the country, for Nigeria in brackets. You could write for politics, for the economy, whatever it is. Just make sure you're being specific and you're breaking down to even the tiniest bits so that you are sure of how to fulfill it, right? So that's for spiritual goal. You could write many other things that can help your spiritual life. I'm just giving you a breakdown. Maybe, okay, I want to give 500 naira offering every Sunday. It is specific, 500 naira every Sunday, right? Okay, now let's look at we've talked about spiritual goals, right? Number two, we're going to look at academic goals. That's for students. If you're not a student, it's going to be called career goals. So it's going to be career or academic. If you're not a student, and so you don't have academic goals, you are not a worker, you don't have career goals. If you're a minister, you can have ministry goals, right? Ministry goals or career goals or academic goals, depending on you. If it's academic goals and you're like, I want to come out with a 5.00 CGPA, how? That's what I always tell my girls in brackets. How? With capital letter, red pen. How? So you're going to break it down to how many hours you want to read a day. Okay, I want to have 5.00 GPA. How? I'm going to read 3 hours every day. Which 3 hours of the day? 1 hour in the morning between 8 and 9. 1 hour in the evening between 9 and 10. 1 hour in the night between 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. Do you get what I'm saying? So you're going to break it down to the time you are going to do it. Then number two, there will be a reading timetable. Not that when that 1 hour reach, I'll pick any books. No, for instance, Jets 101, MTH 101, like that. You're going to break it down. Okay, on Mondays, in the 3 hours that I've shared into three, in the first 1 hour, MTH 101, in the second hour, KM 111, like that. You break it down. And so you have your academic goals clearly written down. You break all of this from the CGPA down to the time you want to read, down to your reading timetable. All of those ones properly broken down. So whatever it is you're writing, you could write it in your academic goals. Or if it's your career goals, for instance, you want to start your masters, you should obtain a form. The month you're supposed to obtain that form should be clearly written. To obtain a master's form in March, for instance, it should be clearly written. The amount, the price should be clearly written there. So you are planning towards it that in March, this is what I'm going to do. The university you want to apply should be clearly written there. If you're applying for universities, these are the universities I want to apply. Or if it's Nigerian University, University of Ibadan, Port Harcourt, whatever University of Jos, you are writing it and it is clear. Okay. Then if it's your ministry goals, okay, maybe I want to design a flyer every month, happy new month flyer. I want to make a design every 2 weeks on a particular topic, or I want to write a Bible study outline every Tuesday, or I want to prepare one message every 3 days. Do you understand? Those are goals. And now these things I just mentioned as ministry goals, I think they can be things that a child of God could put in his spiritual goals. It could really help you a lot. Bible study, for instance, you want to study a book of the Bible every month, or you want to study um whatever it is, however you want to put it. I think it would be nice. So you want to write a Bible study on specific topics, maybe on honesty, on gossip, on the end time. You want to prepare a Bible study, one Bible study every week. Those are things children of God could do. It will help you to know more of God and more of the Bible, right? By number two. Yeah. Number three is your financial goals. How much do you want to save at the end of the year? And what are things you want to spend your money on? You could first start with a salary breakdown. Okay, for instance, you collect 500,000 naira a month. How do you want to spend it? I'm going to be saving 350. Ignore me. I'm just giving a breakdown. Okay, this is just a we're just imagining that this is how we're presuming. Okay, so number one, maybe you want to save 350,000. Number two, you're going to be using 50,000 naira for your house. How to, as in running of your house, maybe buying food and whatever. You want to use 100,000 for your children's school fee. You want to use under 5,000 for recharge card, 10,000 for recharge card, data. All of those, there should be a proper breakdown of it in your financial goals. So you know how much, not like you just write, I want to be a millionaire. Like what? Like how? Is it jazz? Let it be clear. This is how much you want to save, this is how I want to save it, and this is how I want to accomplish, right? And that thing, when three, financial. So there should be a breakdown of your financial goals. Please, if you have any question, you could just drop it in the comment section. I'll definitely write to you. I'll definitely respond. And if it's possible, if we need a one-on-one coaching, we could do that. But for now, you could just leave it in the comment section and I'll respond. So number three, we're talking of your financial goal. Number four is your physical goal. So when we're talking of your physical goal, your needs for the year, some people just keep buying clothes and shoes every year, like every month, and there's no, you should be able to gauge. Okay, looking at my clothes, I need to change my wardrobe, for instance, or I would like to buy more shoes. I don't have heels. Now, for instance, if you're writing your physical goals, needs, there's a subtopic needs now. If you're writing shoes, maybe heels, sandals, slipper, and whatever. How many heels will you want to get throughout this year? Think about it properly from January to December. If I would love to buy 5 heels, the colors are written down. The sandals, whatever. How many Ankara do I want to sew? Personally, if I want to sew 7 Ankara this year, I'll write it. Sew 7 Ankara this year. And then Think of Ashwabi. If I'm called for Ashwabi, how many Ashwabi can I run for this year? If I'm going to do only 5 Ashwabi, you are writing this. It means that if in January I have plenty money and by January 31st I have bought all the Ankara I need, I've done all the Ashwabi I need, I did 7 Ashwabi in 1 month, I've done everything. No more Ashwabi for you. That's what it means. So no more buying clothes for you. That's what it means. If you're able to meet up all your needs, and that's why you're not writing the needs for the month, you're writing needs, you things you know you actually need, and they may actually come up during the year. Maybe you know how many dinner you are likely to attend throughout the year. Maybe let's say you are likely to attend 10 proper dinners, and maybe you have some dinner gowns at home, but you need to get like 5 more. They should feature from there. That's when you plan for it, so that you don't have money and then it's like excess money and then you're looking for what to do with money. No, 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 no. You're supposed to be multiplying money, not multiplying your expenses, right? So that's your needs under physical goal. The next thing under physical goal should be your hygiene. Now, when we talk about hygiene, there are people that you know your weakness. You know you are struggling with certain things. How do you handle them? You put them as your goals. For instance, there are people that bathe once daily. Write it in your goal. Bathe twice daily. Bathe 3 times daily. Bathe morning, afternoon, and night. Brush twice daily. Brush morning and night in your hygiene. Those of you that wake up and you don't lay your bed, write it. Lay my bed every morning when I wake up. Or lay my bed before prayers every morning. It should be a goal. You know, there are lots of people that are giving in funny ways. They put up funny attitudes and it's looking cool now until they now have their spouses and then they cannot manage it. Or some people are married, their spouses are just putting up with them. Then they go out and they have to stay with people, or they have relationship that they have connections with people and they have to stay for 1 day, 2 days, and everybody's disgusted. Like, how can this be? Write it in your goal, your hygiene. Shave every week. Your beards or your hair or whatever you're shaving, your legs, whatever you want to shave, write it there. It should be in your goal, especially if you know you have issues with this. Some people, they don't have issues with it. You should not feature in your goal. Goals are things that I know that I really want to get to this point in my life because I'm not there. But if you are there, there's no essence writing it. You're just whining yourself. You're writing it for yourself, right? Look at those things you need to work on in your hygiene. So you have your needs, you have your hygiene, your hair. Some people can have rough hair, use one hair for 6 months, right? Everything there. And the last thing we'll talk about is your social goals, right? If you are married, you could have marital goals, number 6, but now just leave it as social goals. Now, when we're talking of social goals, what you need to do in your social goals is your relationship with people. How do you want to do this here? Do you want to make friends, new friends? If you want to make new friends, how do you plan to manage those friendships, right? If you How do you even plan to make those friends? Is that you want to go out more? Where are the places you want to go out? What days you want to go out? Maybe every Friday I want to hang out. I want to know one eatery, or I want to hang out at least once a month. Or I want to, when I was saying hang out, it could be eatery, it could be a restaurant. Eatery and restaurant, what's different? It could be the beach, it could be the mall, it could be anywhere you are going. Just make sure that there is a goal behind it, not like you're just trying to make new friends. How? Okay. Now I remember telling someone, make sure you talk to one new person a week. You could write it, especially for those that don't have friends and they're looking to have friends. Talk to one new person a week. I think it will help, right? Then this is just few. How do you plan to relate with your family members? This is where to write it, okay? You should also have how you want to relate with your family, how much you want to give your family as maybe airtime, as data, maybe send airtime to your parents every week or data to your parents every week. Then your siblings, how often do you want to call them? You know, all those your uncles and aunties that are complaining you're not calling them, this is the time to call them, right? Now, goals are not set to be broken, right? But if there's a need for you to go outside of it, then you could outline, write it why you are going outside of that goal. But it should be clearly stated that this is the way I want to live, this is what I need. Then if you're a married person, you'll need to have your marital goals, right? So when you're writing marital goals, we are looking at what you want to do with your spouse, what is new, how do you plan to spice up your marital life, buy a gift for your spouse every month. It could be a gift, maybe 7th of every month, 1st of every month. You know, be precise about it. Or go on a date every week or once a month. Which dates in a month do you want to go? Or maybe have movie nights every, it should be a day every Thursday from 8 to 9 is movie nights. You get, you must be specific about it. These are all easy steps in writing your goal. Just get a notebook, hardcover notebook, and you can start from here. Write all of this and pray about it as you trust God to lead you. One thing I do personally again is to get a team for the year. How do I do that? I pray and trust God to give me a word for that year. When He gives me a scripture and He gives me a word, or if He gives me a scripture, I read the scripture and I coin out a word. I get a coinage from it. and then I run with it. I pursue it, I confess it into my life until it becomes my reality. So please, if you have a comment, you could just drop it. If you have a question, you could drop it. I will help you out with it. But then make sure you set a goal, and not just for 2023. If you also discover after 2 3 months you've smashed all your goals, please set another down. Don't forget, we have long-term goals, we have short-term goals. Okay, so if you're setting long-term goals or short-term goals, make sure you review it consistently. I pray that this that you have heard will actually germinate fruits, that you will use it, run with it until you become a better version of yourself. Thank you so much for listening. Do have a beautiful day. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye.